I'm joined by Dr. Blair Davison for another edition of Morning Rounds. Thanks for waking up with us today.
Well, thanks for having me here.
Of course, and we're talking secondhand smoke today. Obviously, we hear over and over again how bad secondhand smoke is. Why is it so bad for us?
Well, right. I mean, I think everyone knows that smoking is not good for your health, but the real problem is that secondhand smoke and also something called third-hand smoke is really bad for those around smokers because they are exposed to all the same things that smokers are, but they don't have any choice in the matter, particularly children. So as people know, smoke contains lots of chemicals, really over 4,000 kind of chemicals. And of those, we know that 50 to 70 cause cancer. So this is an especially bad problem for children who are really trapped around individuals who smoke.
Is there any safe exposure?
No, there's really not, because what we know about children and others who are exposed to secondhand smoke is that they are increased risk for all kinds of bad health outcomes like sudden infant death syndrome and ear infections, respiratory infections of all kind, asthma. But then also individuals who are exposed to secondhand smoke are at increased risk for things like heart disease, lung cancer, pulmonary disease, things that we think of as being those consequences for individuals who smoke, but really it's those people in the environment.
Now we hear a lot about vaping these days. It's become pretty popular. Is vaping any better?
No, absolutely not. And in fact, one of the problems with vaping is that it's perceived as somehow better because of the consideration that it's not generating smoke the way a traditional cigarette might, but you're still inhaling, and for those individuals around vapors, there is all the bad stuff from smoke, just you're not seeing it the same way.
Okay, so what can we do to help decrease the risks of secondhand smoke, or if you happen to be a smoker, what can you do?
Well, the first thing is that smoking is a powerful addiction. Nicotine is a powerful addictive substance, and we should be compassionate to people who are smokers and trying to stop. So encouraging them, there are lots of great options for smoking cessation, but then if you have a child, you want to be really adamant to have that child in an environment that's free of smoke. So you want to look for a daycare that doesn't have providers who smoke. You want to be in facilities that don't allow smoking, because the bad things that are in the smoke linger in upholstery and clothing. And so really trying to support people who want to quit and then protect people who have no choice about the exposure. And then we have a really great option this season to support initiatives that promote smoking cessation in our state.
All right, well, thank you for answering some of those questions for us here on Morning Rounds. If you have any questions you would like answered, you can email them right to us, morningrounds@kpax.com.